Hey y'all, it's me, Dri. I just wanted to check in. I went on a dinner date this week, and before I was leaving to go, I noticed something that I've never experienced in my life. You see, normally if I have plans of any sort, anytime I leave my house, I treat it like an audition. I make sure that my clothes are correct. I'll even change them if necessary. 2 or 3 times sometimes. I redo my hair, make sure that's in order. I touch up my makeup. I make sure my jewelry's on point. Anything to make sure that once I leave my house that I'm enough to be accepted wherever I go. That's what I do to get ready to leave. But this day, it was completely different. I had woken up early that morning and gotten ready for the day by 8 a.m. And by the time I was getting ready to leave to go on this date, I hadn't even touched my appearance. I didn't change clothes. I didn't fuss over my hair. I did the bare minimum. I had just come from a dental cleaning, so I put on deodorant, refreshened my perfume, touched up my lipstick, and with that, I walked out the door. I didn't even feel bad about it. I noticed that my brain wasn't looping about, what about my blush? What about my hair? What about this not feeling exactly correct? I didn't hear any of those voices telling me to fix something or to perform. Those usual survival loops that I always hear, they were nowhere in sight. I didn't feel a spike of anxiety that normally would push me to go back inside and overcompensate. My body felt steady, and I was able to just walk out the door as I was in that moment. And I didn't even feel sorry or hesitant about it. And that was a very first for me. It was an all-time first for me. And it made me realize that in that moment, what was happening was I was seeing that my baseline had shifted. I wasn't proving or performing anymore. And I decided to walk into that dinner with the truth in my body. I was exactly who I am, and it was enough. I am enough. So I got to dinner, and once I sat down, my nervous system, it instantly reacted. It got so loud, and it was affecting my ability to make eye contact with my date. But this time, I could feel the unease in my body, but I didn't let it collapse into shame the way I would used to. Instead, I calmly in my head recognized it for what it was. My body was speaking to me. And that reaction I felt, it wasn't weakness. It was my intuition. It was showing me that the energy in the room at that moment wasn't aligned. And because I had closed this whole self-worth loop just before getting there, I feel that I got to see something truly amazing. Because what I saw was that an old trauma response of mine became one of my most powerful gifts in that moment. Because what used to leave me scrambling to prove myself, I realized that it has now become a signal. It's a way my body tells me when something in my environment is off. That night, I didn't lose myself in the reaction. What I did was I learned from it. And I guess that's what self-worth really does. Because once your nervous system feels like you're enough, your body becomes a clear channel for truth. It's like a radio station. You're scanning along to find something you can listen to, and all the static just goes away. And the old reactions, they don't mean that I was broken. It just means that the loop wasn't cleared. So my takeaway here is that self-worth and the loop that it creates, it doesn't make you perfect. But once you close that loop, what it does is it makes you anchored. And when you're anchored, I believe your body can finally show you exactly what it is that's aligned, and also what isn't. And it's not doing it to shame you. It's doing it to guide you. And that's what I've been seeing all along over the last 3 journal entries I posted, is that these gifts that I'm uncovering, they're all there to guide me. They're there to help me understand what the truth is in the moment. And then it goes one more step to navigate me forward. And I don't believe, if I hadn't closed this self-worth loop just before going into that dinner, I'm not sure that it would have been enough for me to feel what it is that I felt. So the karmic loops that we're closing, they're bringing new beginnings. And it's really everywhere that I can see. That's what I got for y'all today. Where there's love, there's light. I'll talk to you guys soon.